This is the Freenight Planetary mountain bike Freecoaster, both a cassette or Freecoaster hub depending upon which direction you're going, and it very well could change freestyle mountain bike hubs forever. Let's get into it. So as you just heard, the hub inside this box could change freestyle mountain bike hubs forever. Let's not waste any time and get right on into it. Opening up the box so that we cannot go back again. For anyone not familiar with my YouTube channel, because this is a mountain bike geared video, I make BMX videos, and I made a whole host of videos about this concept of hub in the freestyle BMX world. Now we're moving to the mountain bike world. We've got a top-down camera checking things out. We've got a box, and then we've got, oh, the box that I've seen so many times. This is the Freenight Planetary Coaster Mountain Bike Edition. And here we go. Oh, we're gonna get rid of that. Oh boy, we'll move that box out of the way. This right here is the Freenight Planetary Mountain Bike Freecoaster. Interesting action that we're seeing here, and I'll show you guys exactly what that means with the BMX version. So if you've never heard of the planetary clutch internals of the Freenight Planetary Freecoaster, the way that it literally works is that you can have your wheel moving forward, cassetting forward, and then immediately coast backward with no disengagement, no backpedaling, no anything. Then when you go back to coasting forward, it goes straight back into cassette, and you can literally crank it forward. Immediately go to fakie, back forward, and you can hear that it is literally switching itself from a cassette to a Freecoaster instantly, purely based on what's going on. And I have a ton of other videos about this specific hub, and then a couple that have come after it in the playlist in this info card right here, if you want to learn more about it. But this video is focused on this one right here. This hub has a 135mm spacing, which I'm told is very common. And let's give you a closer look here. As you can see, it says Freenight Prototype. You can also see that a disc brake can be bolted on here for use with disc brakes. It's got an 11-tooth driver. And I know that you guys don't care about the outside. What we're here for is the inside. It does look good on the outside though, don't get me wrong. I just know why you guys are here. You can see the flanges here. It's got a female axle here, as you can see, with that 135mm spacing, as well as 17mm hex bolts that go in and 8mm Allens that go in there. And to take this thing apart, which yes, we are going to do for you guys, because if you haven't seen the BMX version, you may not have seen this concept before. Like I said, I've covered it extensively, but we're going to take it apart for you guys. So we've got another cone spacer bolt thing here. And then we've got a spot for a 10mm Allen, which I have here with the shout out to Park Tool Allen wrench set. We're going to take this thing apart. Oh, there we go. Loosen up the cone spacer. Take this off of the female axle. And then we can just slide our driver off here. And this is where you get a first look at the Freenight Planetary clutch system that's inside these hubs. So you can see when you look close at the driver here that the pawls are actually springing downward. There's 3 of them there. There's a seal here. And then we've got our planetary clutch, which I think, yep, all we have to do is tap it to get it to come out here. The adapter for it is CNC machined into the hub shell itself. And then within this right here is where the magic happens. I've showed this in previous videos, but I'll show it to you guys right now just so you can kind of get a glimpse of how this works. So we've got a metal spacer here that we take out of the clutch assembly. Then we've got the wedge or triangle piece, as I've called it in the past. Then we've got the actual planetary gearing assembly here, which you guys can see the little planetary gears. And when I spin the outer part here, you can see the inner gears spinning. This is what spins this part, and the way that this works inside the hub is that when the hub is spinning, it is pushing these wedges up against the pawls, lifting them up so that it can be in a cassette mode, and when you pedal it, the pawls are there pushing the hub forward as a cassette would. But then as soon as you go backwards, it spins the wedge backwards, and then that immediately drops the pause, and that puts it into a Freecoaster mode. So you don't have to think about this whatsoever. You're just riding the hub and riding the bike and doing these things. And I'm not gonna pretend like I know about the mountain bike world whatsoever. I don't know how many people are out there that are interested in the Freecoaster hubs that are available, but what I do know is that I see a ton of guys at Ray's Mountain Bike Park, my local indoor skate park here in Ohio, riding the kink bowl, riding the different BMX areas on dirt jumper mountain bikes and other types of mountain bikes. And I see some of them doing fakies. I see some people with the Profile Z coaster. And I know that as soon as they get their hands on one of these or see one of these with the disc brake option available for their bike, made for their bike, they're gonna be all over it. Because when you move forward in the trails and doing any kind of trail riding or trail jumping, dirt jumping, or anything like that, the slack that comes with a conventional Freecoaster hub can definitely mess with you, and this hub gets rid of it entirely. This thing has no slack when moving forward and unlimited slack when moving backward. That is another key point here, in that your feet can move around, and literally, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it here, if we're gonna have to show it in an example of one on my bike, but when this thing is coasting, you can literally pedal, it's already going forward, but you can literally pedal it forward all the way up until the speed that you're actually moving backward, or that the wheel is moving. So if you pedal it faster than the wheel's moving, it's going to engage like that. So that means you can move your feet around while you're faking and not have to worry about it engaging. To give you guys a bit of a visual here with this exact hub, let's pedal it forward. You can see the driver is propelling the hub forward right now. Now let's pretend like we're coasting. You can hear it cassetting. And to go to fakie, all you gotta do is literally just go to fakie, and no disengagement or anything, and it's free coasting. Then back forward, you're back in cassette mode, and you can go back and forth just like that. And check out what happens whenever you rotate this hub shell. So we're going counterclockwise, but the driver is going clockwise. Then we switch, and they go backwards of each other. And that is the very nature of planetary gearing. So I kind of explained it already, but that kind of shows you what's actually going on in here. You spin it one way, and the other part spins the other way. You spin it the opposite way, and the other part spins the opposite way. I'm not sure what other options are available out there for mountain bikes with disc brakes and a Freecoaster at the same time. So if there are other options, let me know in the comments down below. But let me know if you guys have seen this for the BMX world, and if you're excited about it coming to the mountain bike world. I'm genuinely excited for the potential of it, and I hope that you guys are as well. On that note, I want to give a huge thank you to Tal and Free Night for trusting me once again to talk about one of their hubs and bring it to the masses, in hopes that it might catch on the way that it has been in the BMX world. So thank you for watching this. I hope that you guys are intrigued by this and want to learn some more. And if you guys want to learn more about this hub, there is a video playlist on the screen right now that you guys can click on to check out more videos about this thing. I've got a ton of them, and if you're new here or you haven't yet and you found your way here from somewhere else, consider subscribing while you're leaving a comment down below. Thank you again for watching, and goodbye.